Comfy?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hi, once again, I'm V, and this is my beautiful wife, Nancy.
Hello.
And if you have been following along, you'll notice that we haven't done one of these in a while. But this is actually it's the anniversary of the first one we ever recorded. So a year ago to the day, my wife decided to come up with a list of questions, and then she said, "Hey, how about we, have a little bit of an interview once a year? We'll kind of like touch base, see if any of the answers have changed, and just have like a little bit of a record how things change year to year." So. Once again, this is the anniversary, so this is technically part 2 of our very first interview, and my wife is going to be the one interviewing me today, so all right. I'll go ahead and I'll let her take it away.
Okay, so we're going to get started. This is basically the same list of questions that I had last time, and we'll get started with the first one. Very easy.
Okay.
Low balls. What is your name?
My name is Porfirio Escobar.
Okay. Did you think that answer changed from last year?
No. I mean, something drastic would have had to have happened. But this year, there was a brief moment where I did consider changing my name. Only because there was some legal action that I had to defend myself against. And at a certain point, it almost felt easier just trying to start over with a clean slate. We'll probably get into that a little bit later. I don't know if even on this recording, maybe a different podcast, but stuff went down this year.
Rough life.
Yeah, but par for the course.
Okay. Next one is, what's the date?
Oh, today is December 29th, 2021.
Sheesh.
I know.
The end of a long, hard year.
Man, this year, it's felt like 10 years, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go to the next one. Yeah. How old are you?
I am currently 31. Yeah, so another year older.
In the 30s club still?
It's how's
it been?
Well, it's been a little bit rough. Last year, I had turned 30 right around the time that the whole coronavirus thing started. So
last year?
Well, yeah. Well, last year in December, I told you I had turned 30 that year. And that was 2020 when Corona happened. And my birthday's in March.
You're right.
So around that time is when Corona hit. So now you're asking how old I am. So it's fine. It's like a year and a half into it. But yes, I'm 31.
Yeah.
And it's been a rough year, but still hanging in there. 31 years young.
Nice. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing the basics. This is the uniform. I have some black Levi's shoes, courtesy of your sister and her husband.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Christmas gift?
Very nice Christmas gift. And the rest of it's just kind of like my regular uniform.
Your go-to?
Yeah, my black button-up, some jeans, comfy. We're at home, so.
The usual.
Yep.
We did decorate a little.
Of course.
Did have some,
Yeah, technically it's past Christmas at this point, but it's kind of nice to leave it up until the end of the year.
It stays up until New Year.
Yeah, it's still officially Christmas season.
Okay. What is your marital status?
Very much married. We're going strong. We're married.
Don't ask me how many years, please. I don't.
2014.
Do the math.
Forever ago.
Yep.
7 years going into our 8th?
I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty dope. Doing pretty well.
Nice.
Can't complain.
And that one hasn't changed. That's a question that hasn't really changed.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Yeah. What about your work and or employment status or what have you?
Year has been kind of rough because technically I started 2 different businesses. One of them failed, not like spectacularly. It's just I expect there to be a little more demand, and it turns out it was just a luxury that nobody was willing to pay for. So that kind of fell to the wayside. So now I'm on business venture number 2. We had bought a piece of land a while back to try to build like a wedding venue. I think we talked about it last time.
I think so.
And due to, the Rona or whatever.
COVID.
Well, it's not even COVID. It's just like banks and stuff. Like everyone's reaction to COVID. It just became impossible. Mm-hmm. So me and my friend Sean, we decided to just kind of pull our money together and, let's see what we can do without having to involve a bank. So we are now partners in a business called AV Outdoor Storage. And we're currently building it, like literally, like brick and mortar.
You mostly.
Well, I'm building it with the help of my good friend Dakota. And then, some cousins, a couple of people here and there. They've stepped in to, offer some help here and there. But for the most part, yes, me and Dakota, we're out there every day that's not raining and just, building a wall.
So the future plan for that is?
So, yes, it's going to be an outdoor, like, storage area. We'll have a little bit over, 20 units that are going to be sectioned off with chain link and fencing. I think it's like 25 feet wide by 80 long. Mm-hmm. Just general storage. People can run their businesses from in there. Basically just like a landlord for a business. Yeah. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's about as high level as I want to get. Just I'm gonna rent out some space, and
very nice.
That's gonna be hopefully done in the next few months, and we'll see. We'll touch base next year, and let's see how this.
I know, went. Right?
So we'll see how that goes.
Very interesting how things have changed from that perspective, I guess. All right, next question is, how many kids do you have?
See, that's actually a really good question because we still have the one, William. But my beautiful wife is currently pregnant. And she's at about 20 weeks.
Yeah, close, 19 and early 19. Okay,
so a couple days past 19. So right now it's officially the size of a mango. Mm. Yeah, we're very excited. We don't know what it is yet. We don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl.
I know.
Everybody and their mom swears it's a girl. A nurse kind of did like a little preliminary look, and she says she wasn't sure at all, but she thought that it could be a boy, but it was too early. Mm-hmm. So right now it's up in the air. And when are we planning?
In like another week, I think. As of today, a week and 1 day.
Okay,
so we will find out next week on the 6th.
Yeah, we have, I guess, the official...
It's the anatomy scan.
Yeah, so there'll be trumpets and a lot of hoopla. We'll try to figure out what's going on. We have a couple of names. I don't want to, Yeah, I don't want to jinx it or put it out there. But yeah, we have Gunther and we have Graciela. Florina was La Doña. Okay, no, but yeah, we have a couple of names in the in our pocket, and I guess we just gotta find out which one we're gonna use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I was like, please cut it now.
I can't, guys.
Cut it now.
So
I will yank your mic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this won't go up.
Okay. Ooh. This one has changed.
Oh.
How many tattoos do you have?
I'm very like go big or go home. Mm-hmm. So it's going to sound like not that many because technically I have 2 tattoos.
Okay.
But one of them is a good size one in the back of my right leg.
Yep.
And this one was for William when he was born.
We discussed this last time.
But recently, I think in June, I got my whole leg done on the left side, and it's really nice. I'll eventually someday I'll show it to you guys, or you'll just see it. But it's like a Mayan calendar with like a skull and like a headdress, and I got it like in memory of like my father who passed away when I was like 1 year old. I just always really wanted to get something for him, and I finally did it this year. So yes, technically I only have 2 tattoos, but the second one is like my whole leg from bottom to top, even some part of the back. So usually, like, I like to go for like big pieces, not just like little
Very
things
nice.
here and there. So yes, I got 2 tattoos,
Nice.
but you know,
I
they're
like-
sizable.
I like the change. You know. You know. What
You
I
were a
mean?
little
Like,
bit against it.
not just that. I'm just saying, like, perspective wise, like, because that was a question. I was kind of like, he's not gonna get another tattoo in the next year, and then he got another tattoo.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, well, she was a little bit upset at first because I don't know. I guess I may have jumped the gun a little bit on getting that one, like committed
Yeah.
a little bit quickly, and I don't think she was too comfortable with that.
You're very quick to commit. Very
Yeah,
quick.
so no, and then also like it's in a part of my body that she actually likes. So
Yeah, I know.
You know, she thought I was gonna screw it up. But what do you think?
I mean, it's nice.
Has it grown on you at all?
It has.
Okay.
I admire it every now and
Okay.
then. It's a
And
good,
it
good piece
was
of art. Good piece of art.
Yeah, it was a good one, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like those $20
Yeah.
back of some like warehouse or in someone's like garage tattoo, you know? Actually, you know, we paid good money, got good quality work. Shout out to La Familia Tattoo Shop,
Hey.
Self G. He did me right, so.
Yeah. Okay. Our next question is, what hobbies or interests do you have?
Oh, well, currently
Or
I'm just
what have you
playing-
been, you know?
I'm just playing Bob the Builder, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just out there, brick and mortar.
I guess in a sense you're doing some of the same things that you did last year,
Yeah.
but in a different way. So last year you spent time doing a lot of home projects
Yeah.
and like things
Well,
around
we
the house.
still did quite a bit this year. Like, we painted the house.
Yeah,
and-
in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But like it kind of slowly dropped after that
Yeah, because
because we were pretty much set.
Yeah, because in the beginning of the year, I think it finally hit me that the whole venue thing wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
And, you know, I mourned a little bit. You know, I was a little bit depressed. But
you had to let go of that dream.
I know. Well, pretty quickly, I had to figure something out because I
Yeah.
had this piece of land that we had bought and we hadn't done anything with it. So, if I might be wrong, but like around June we had it cleared, and then setting up the partnership with the lawyers and the state and everything took, you know, a long time. Setting up the bank stuff. So a lot of my time was kind of taken up setting up the business, and then my business partner Sean handled most of the legal stuff, and then I'm kind of like the project manager right now. So
Okay.
you know, ordering stuff, actually working. I have officially one employee. So outside of the 2 partners that are just, you know, working for free until we can get some money out of this
Yeah.
thing. But yeah.
Nice. All right. So aside from that, though, there hasn't been any other
No real hobbies.
particular hobbies
No.
or interests. Or
I've been
things.
drowned with work, just
Yeah,
like,
really.
you know, literally, if it's not raining or if it's not like a major holiday, I'm out there in the middle of the sun. I have like really bad tan right now, like from here down, I'm dark, from here up, I'm like super light. Yeah, it's like the mother of all
It's
farmer
dark.
tans. But yeah, no, my life has just, you know, been out there working the fields basically.
Nice.
That's my new hobby, I guess.
Okay. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your friends?
I mean, that hasn't really changed too much. We still have like core, you know, groups, but we often like branch out, and we have a lot of like acquaintances, I would say. But yeah, I mean, best friend Sean. Right now we're business partners,
Yeah.
which has been kind of nice.
How has that changed your relationship in a sense? Like,
Well, I'm a firm believer of if you're kind of like getting up in life, or if you're trying to like get to like the next level, it's always good to bring people with you, because eventually you're gonna fall into a situation where maybe you need to rely on someone,
Yeah, that's
or you're
true.
drowning. So it's always nice to have someone that was with you along the ways, so they can kind of like help you pick up a little bit of the slack. That being said, it's been nice because Sean, once again, he's my best friend, so you know, it gives us more of a reason to hang out.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of business meetings, like, hey man, we got to meet up, we got to do like some tax stuff, we got to do some accounting stuff, you know, we got to go place an order. But sometimes we'll go out to have like a dinner or a lunch,
Yeah.
And yeah, we get the business aspect kind of like out of the way, but then the rest of the time it's just us hanging out. So it's been really nice. It's always nice to have like an excuse or a reason to hang out with someone, and like. Because oftentimes I feel like I want to hang out with them a little more, but we gotta I gotta throw a backyard barbecue or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's made us a little bit closer. We work really well off of each other. We kind of already knew that because we went to high school together and we kind of like worked on homeworks and stuff. But like now in the real world, we're kind of like back into that like helping each other out like mindset. So it's been really nice. It's been really nice.
And you definitely see him more. You definitely talk to him more. I think where before it might have been like a slightly distant relationship.
Yeah,
but
we
now
would just
it's
like touch base.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Hey, what have you been up to? But now, during the week we're texting back and forth, and then we argue like a lot of like political stuff.
Yeah.
So he's always now sending me stuff like, oh man, did you hear about this? You hear about that? And like he's good at playing the devil's advocate, and like we kind of like bounce off each other really good. So yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, it just gives us more opportunities to interact, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I mean, you're obviously like the best friend. So much so that I married her. So they didn't want her to leave me, so I decided to tie her down. You know what I mean? No, but like outside of like us, and like I said, Sean and. The people that like live here, like my cousin and Omar, we have like other like bubbles, like with your sisters and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think
just went on a trip too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. With your sister, we just came back from Fresno. Very, very nice zoo out there.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Great food. We had a great time. But yeah, so we have like little groups that every now and again we'll try to take trips with, just to kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang out.
Nice. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite color?
Black, obviously.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I feel like that one's just not going to change.
Yeah.
There could be some year. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic that one year you're going to be like, you know what? Brown. I'm just kidding.
You know what's so funny? A while back you brought up that I look good in green, so I've been trying to wear a little bit more green. And I do
not like bright green, dark green.
No, yeah, almost like earthy.
A forest green.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm also like a big fan of like burgundy or like deep blues. I think you just like blue. I do like blue. I know you're not a big fan.
It's not my favorite, but
it's
to
William's
each his
favorite
own.
color.
To each his own.
But if I like those colors, like I really like black. So like it's not really like in the same ballpark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good color. Timeless.
I know I asked you this last time, and I know it was very hard for you, but maybe thinking more of like this year or all time, I don't know. Favorite movie? What is your favorite movie? And again, you can answer that from the perspective of like greatest movie of all time. This one's still my top. Yeah. Or you could also think about like maybe something new you saw this year, or like have
well,
a great affinity for.
I have, like I said, like lists.
Yeah,
of movies that I love.
Get it.
We have The Fight Club and The Gladiator. But this year, I mean, we just saw that Spider-Man movie,
Very true.
No Way Home. Very good movie.
Please, no spoilers.
No spoilers. The greatest thing is like it's kind of like a love letter to the fans.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those movies where you have to have seen all the other movies for anything to make sense. And I kind of, I wanted to take William to go see it.
Yeah.
But what I didn't want is for him to be looking at me the whole time like, who's he? Who's he? So, a month or so before we went to go watch it, I made him watch all the original, like, Tobey Maguire ones, then the Andrew Garfield ones, and then a couple of the
Tom Holland
ones, just to kind of, like, get him caught up. And I'm super glad I did, because the whole time he was watching the movie, he was like, oh my god, I know that guy. Oh, that's that guy. And I feel like he was as excited as I was.
He was geeking out with Doc Ock. And
by far,
Green
the best
Goblin.
part is there's like a scene where, Spider-Man's suit is out. And then my kid, he he was wearing a Spider-Man like shirt underneath like a sweater, and then it's like they always reveal like a new Spider-Man suit type of like it's always like that scene. So they're showing the Spider-Man suit, and then he zips and opens his shirt up, and then he's like looking around at the audience to see like, oh, does anybody see me? Like I'm Spider-Man also, like so. I don't know. There was a lot of good moments. So I think because of the experience of watching the movies with my kid, and then him being excited, and that whole little moment, where he wanted to be Spider-Man as well. I think that made it like my favorite movie of the year. So I think that's my answer this year.
And it just came out like a couple weeks ago, and we just saw it. And still very.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you've seen it once, watch it again.
Very nice.
It's a really good movie.
Okay. This one is a favorite meal. So, something this year that we've had, or maybe that you enjoyed a lot, or just like a classic.
See, I like to cook. I mean, my favorite thing that I did this year was probably the turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. New technique?
It was I looked it up, and it was called spatchcock. All it is you like cut out the spine, and you're able to kind of like lay it flat, and it cooks a lot quicker. And usually comes out a lot like juicier. So this Thanksgiving we had a good turnout.
Chef's kiss.
I made a turkey. Your grandma made a turkey. I made a 10-pound bag of potatoes into like mashed potatoes. Then your mom did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 different pastas, and there was like cornbread and pies and just like the works. So I think my favorite like meal of this year was definitely Thanksgiving of this year. I think it was very well executed. Everyone put in.
Very true.
And a good time was had by all.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I'm partial to the huevito sandwich myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, apparently I scramble a good egg.
Yes, they're known for being the best around this house.
That's one nice thing about my wife is she's very fond of the simple things. So, I mean, like I try really hard, but she's really easy to please. So, it's kind of nice sometimes. Sometimes I am tired. I don't want to work too hard to make a whole omelet, but if she wants a little scrambled egg sandwich,
easy.
I got you.
5 minutes, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite TV show?
Oh, my God.
Do you have anything this year?
Well, favorite TV show, I think it's still like Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
like, I just
okay.
love
That's
that
just...
show.
That's just
the peak,
It's got like a shelf in your brain, like a little title shelf.
It just replays constantly. I like watch videos of people analyzing it online. But right now, Attack on Titan is a good one.
Yes, we've been watching that.
I was on that like wagon that started watching it in like I think it was like 2013 when it like came out or something, or maybe I'm wrong, but I was hyped about it then, and then there was like a 4-year gap before anything came out. So then everyone kind of got like cold on it, and then recently I found out that this year they were gonna release like the end of it. They were gonna finish off the show, so I kind of got back into it, and really good show.
Yeah.
And then I was begging my wife to watch it because. I remember when I watched Game of Thrones, I watched it before anybody else did, and I was upset because I had no one to talk to about it. So all these crazy scenes, all these crazy episodes, like I was just alone. I was like, dude, like I need to discuss it. And I felt the same way with Attack on Titan because so much happens. There's just so much.
There's so many like times where you would be like, Nance, you don't know what just happened. And I'm like, I have no clue.
And I just be distraught. So
and
now,
my
wife has started seeing it. She's on season 3 right now, I think. And it's going pretty good.
It's very interesting so far. It's a really good show.
I'm excited for what's still coming. There's a lot of crazy stuff that she hasn't seen yet that I have, and I just like seeing her reaction. So it's really nice.
We'll get through it. Okay. Next one is favorite song. Or,
just anything. 'Cause
your jams. I
don't
know.
really listen
I
to
know.
a lot of music.
We know.
I know it's torture. Last year, I think I was giving Michael Kiwanuka a lot of praise. I'm trying to think of. I mean, this year mainly because of Will. He loves music now. I think he's really going to take after my wife in that regard, and I do like that because I feel like the only reason why I'm not too much into music is because of like childhood trauma. Yeah, my parents were kind of weird, but what's that one song? Save Your Tears.
Oh,
Yeah,
The Weeknd.
Yeah, from The Weeknd. Yeah, he's just been playing it like on repeat, and he loves it. And then recently, he also started liking like Michael Jackson songs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the songs are like whatever, but I just don't have the heart to tell him about Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
all
I know.
the controversy.
No.
So right now I'm just letting him.
He's too young for all that.
Yeah, he's always trying to do like the moonwalk or the little like slide. Look, Dad, I got these Michael Jackson shoes. You know, So he's really excited about it.
That's
so
the
I'm just gonna let him
cutest
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always asking Google to play like, "Hey Google, play Beat It."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he even likes like the. Oh.
Hey Google, turn off. Nope.
Sorry, guys. The NSA was listening. Oh no!
You know what? We're gonna
Copyright.
take a short intro. Hold on.
Hold on. Turn off.
Hey Google, turn off.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. But as my wife was illustrating, it's pretty easy to put it on. So we'll be having breakfast in the mornings, and he'll say, "Hey," and then fill in the blank, put on this song.
Very
and it's
appropriate.
like, all right, here it is.
Okay. That was not.
Hilarious. That was good. Hey, that was perfect.
I should have just let it play the whole thing.
No, because then we wouldn't be able to post this.
Okay.
Get demonetized and stuff.
Okay, now we're getting to the good questions. What is something you learned this year?
It's very hard to start a business.
I was gonna say it's okay. It takes your time to chew on that for a second.
No, well, it's gonna sound like off, but I've been broke my whole life. My parents are first generation.
Aren't you the first
I'm
generation?
first generation. Yeah, holy
Yes.
crap. Yeah, because they became citizens. So like we don't have like that family wealth or anything that's come in. So like anything that we have is stuff that we've had to build up.
Yeah.
So like to put it like lightly, whenever we did like little business dealings, like my dad, he worked in like he was in construction. He was a handyman for a while, and we just kind of like winged it, oh, we gotta do stuff. We'll just do it in cash. Let's just buy this. We'll install that. Sure, we'll take a check, but we'll take cash too, whatever. And we were never like. He would do his taxes and stuff, but like we don't know how we were doing. Like a simple audit would have probably screwed us, but we were just kind of like just trying to make sure we had enough money to make it through the week and pay the bills. Especially my mom and dad, they always had money problems because no one taught them. My dad was a farmer who went to like 6th grade only,
Fiend.
Yeah, that was it. His dad was like, "Hey, that's enough. You did a year. Come back to the farm." So yeah, like they were very like money wise. So now, that we're older, we're trying to like carve a new path, trying to build some wealth. So doing things the right way is difficult. Takes months. You gotta file for permits and the right paperwork because you don't want to eventually one day get sued for something or get fined. So there's just
the bureaucracy.
Yeah, so I wasn't ready for that. I thought, a couple bucks here and there, sign a couple of papers and you're set.
Yeah. But, let me do whatever I want.
A good example is we tried getting an address for the property. We tried getting power to the property, which required an address, which required us to submit plans and stuff to the city planning and safety, which then requires us to send it to a different department, and then we're like It's been like 2 months, and we still don't have power over there because everyone is just kind of like, oh, pay this, send. Oh, you only have 2 weeks to do it. If you don't, you start all over. So
it's approval after approval.
Yeah, the bureaucracy is killing me,
Yeah.
and that's once again why I'm glad I have Sean, because he's an accountant. So I'm like, dude, you handle that part. I'll be building, and just let me know when you're ready.
I'll be outside sweating.
Yeah, here's some cash. Just handle it. So
Okay.
yeah, that's
something you learned.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, let's go to this one. What do you love about yourself?
That I married my wife. No, that's actually very much true. But,
I think that was the same answer last year.
Was it?
I don't know. I really don't
remember. I'll have to rewatch the video. Which is funny. Hopefully this is gonna work, because the first time we did the video, like the video cut out like after like 15 minutes.
I know. I'm like nervous to look over there.
We'll check it later. But what do I love about myself is my ability to, I don't know, not get drowned in stress. Like, I'm really good about being able to take on projects and being able to try to see them to completion without like going crazy. So
we talked about that like a couple days ago. I
think on
we were driving
trip. and we had a good conversation
that
about
you were good about like just floating and like feeling comfortable.
Yeah. The way that I think that I put it is, a lot of times people have like a lot of problems and they'll start to drown, and they'll get freaked out, like, oh my god, like I can't breathe, like my toes are barely touching the bottom and the water's up to my neck. But true to life as well, I like to float. Like whenever I go to like a pool, I guess I have big lungs, so I just like take a big breath and I'm just floating in the surface, and I feel weightless, and I kind of like it. So in that sense, when I have like problems or if I'm like working on stuff, I don't really get too stressed. Like, if anything, it kind of keeps my mind busy, and I'm kind of just like floating, waiting for stuff to just kind of work out. And I'm pretty good about like, seeing around the corner and seeing when an issue is coming, so I can try to like prepare for it. So yeah, I guess that's one thing that I like about myself. Like, I'm able to kind of just float. All right, hold on. Hey, what's up, Will?
Dad.
What's up?
I'm thirsty.
Oh, go get some water, dude.
I want some apple juice.
All right. Nancy, you want to get some?
Yeah. Hey, where do you need to be?
All right.
Thank you.
We'll take a small break. Shoot, we might even leave it in.
The dog's staying.
Or we'll cut it out.
It's not moving.
Alright guys, we're back after a very short break. And
Juice break.
I know. Did I even answer the last question?
Yeah, you did.
What was the question?
It was, what do you love about yourself?
Oh yeah. So,
being
my
able to
ability
float.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Shit.
Our next question is, what is a goal for this coming year? So what kind of goals do you have set for yourself for this next year?
Well, the biggest one right now is definitely get this business done.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to have everything up and running, and hopefully get some money coming in right before our child is born. Other than that, is just to be a good father to this kid.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that I'm there for him, for her, or whatever.
Are we speaking that into existence?
Besides, I know you're excited for it, boy.
I think I'm excited for the possibility of, Will having a brother.
Yeah.
I want him to
I think
experience that, but
for us, I'd like a daughter.
Yeah.
But for him, I'd like a boy.
Yeah, I agree.
I've had brothers.
But, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to accept it. He seems very adamant about, like, it's a girl. I know it is.
Yeah, but I think
I know it's going to change my mind.
Because we didn't mention this, but her sister actually had a kid last year. And she had a daughter.
Little Gabriella.
Little Gabby.
Sweetest thing you will ever meet.
All
oh my
smiles,
God.
Big cheeks.
Can't.
She's a beautiful child. And then William is in love with her. Like, he protects her whenever we go to like the store. He wants to buy her something. So I think he's in love with the idea of
a
having
lot of
a
some
sister.
things.
I know. So that's why he's, it's gonna be a girl, because I think he wants to have that little sister just like his cousin, had.
Yeah,
So.
very true. Okay. This one is don't say the same thing.
Okay.
Change it up. I'm like, I feel you already. But what is something that you're thankful for?
Other than you?
Can't be me all the time.
I mean, we've been blessed. I'm thankful for all the decisions that we've made that have gotten us to this position.
Yeah.
Financially, we're okay. Emotionally, I think we're doing fine.
Yeah.
Spiritually, we could use some work.
Speak for yourself.
I know, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for what we have, and I'm grateful to our prior selves for putting in the work to get us to where we are now. So,
yes.
Past V and past
me,
Nancy
thank you.
had many nights where we cried and stressed so that present Nancy and V can, kind of like relax
Enjoy
a little
it,
bit.
yeah.
Like we were definitely still working hard and, trying to get stuff done, but compared to what I've seen, like with my family and some other friends, it's been tough. It's been a tough couple of years. People are barely like floating and they don't know what they're gonna do. And I'm grateful that we are not in that position.
I agree.
Not that it's bad to be in that position. Sometimes you're just a victim of your circumstances. But I'm just grateful that we're okay.
Yeah. Your answer kind of reminded me of that video of Snoop Dogg giving a speech about like thanking himself. He's like, I want to thank me for doing me, putting in all this hard work, and just I like that. It's a good place to be.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be like bombastic about it.
No, I know. I'm just saying, past me thanks future me. I mean, yeah, future me thanks past me for all this hard work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Snoop. Just kidding.
What is your favorite memory from this year? There's a lot to go off of.
Man, we did a lot this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you mine.
Okay, what was yours?
My favorite memory from this year is the trip
to the Grand Canyon?
to all of the places we went to. It was a summer road trip. We started in Vegas. We stopped at Vegas. Then we went to Sedona.
Canyon? Well, wasn't that after Sedona?
I think maybe Grand Canyon, then Sedona, then back to.
However that worked out. Yeah, but we went to Vegas. We stayed at the Luxor. Mainly because I wanted to see Willie's face when we were going to walk into like a pyramid. And I was like, dude, like we're going to stay in a pyramid. And he's like, yeah. And just that look, we were only there for like a night. Yeah, we got to hang out with Otto, a friend of ours from New York. And then, we went to either Sedona or the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
And then whichever one we didn't go to first, we definitely went to second.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to Lake Havasu, and then
that
came back.
Oh my God! Please don't ever take me back to Lake Havasu.
Yeah, that's not a memory that.
Well, it was a good memory just because of
Yeah.
we got to hang out.
Yeah, it was nice to take Willie out.
Yeah.
I
Experience things.
Exactly. I've always been the kind of person who likes to kind of be in the know. Like, if someone's talking about, I've been here or I've done that, I kind of want to be able to have that conversation with him.
Agree,
I don't want to just sit there like, I've never been anywhere. So I kind of want that for him too. Outside of that, I think still that Spider-Man moment where he was taking off his jacket is like a really good memory.
That is.
And it's very fresh, so like that's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah. I missed it because I felt bad afterwards. I was trying to be like, sit down, you're blocking people. People trying to watch a movie they paid for.
His uniform. He was about to go in there and Tom hauling it out.
Yeah. It like. Yeah. Especially because he was it was his first IMAX experience. So in the beginning of the movie, he's like, it's too loud. loud.
Yeah.
And, you know, stressing out about the noise. So I felt bad. But in that moment, I was like,
I mean, another really good memory was when you told me that you were pregnant.
oh,
That was really nice.
that was nice.
Yeah.
I
You gave me a sticky note inside of a box of, what was it, donuts?
Donuts, yeah.
I don't even remember what the notes
It
said.
was basically something
Yeah.
like, eat up. Like, I don't want to be the only one with a belly or something,
Oh,
you know?
something like
And
that. Good.
you did not understand it.
No,
you did
like
not
what?
understand the assignment at
No.
all. You were standing there like, made like the weirdest face, and then you kind of were like, ha, like laughing, and then the last like 2 seconds you were like, oh shit.
Well, because I lost a little bit of weight this year.
Oh yeah.
Because at the beginning of the year, we tried doing like a little bit of keto, trying to like, just, better ourselves a little bit.
And we stuck to it for the most part.
Yeah, we did
a
pretty
job.
good. And then right now, especially since I've been out there working, like I know that's kind of kept me a little bit more fit than I would have been. So at the time, I remember reading it, and it's like a belly. Like you're trying.
I'm trying
are
to
you
say.
calling me fat, or do you want me to get fat? And I'm like, I don't know if you want me to. What's this supposed to mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's why I made that face. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And I was like, oh!
Yeah.
So,
I was glad that it kind of went over your head, because then I had the actual like, oh moment, you know?
Yeah.
And I recorded it. It was cute.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that. I'm usually pretty good about like reading situations. I was lost.
Yeah, you were very. And well, you had just woken up. You were kind of like.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, it was super early. It was like 6, 7 in the morning. And
you went out early. You got coffee
and
came back with donuts, which isn't an uncommon thing.
Yeah,
Like, we do that from time to time, and I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you did not expect it.
No,
and
I
took the test that morning. That morning, I was just like, all right, I gotta get it out now.
Yeah.
But we didn't announce it until like a month or 2 later.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure.
Everything was good, and wow, that was a good memory.
That was a very good memory.
Yeah,
so
very nice.
We've had a good year.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, our next one is. What advice would you give to future you? We're talking about future and past selves, but what advice would you give to yourself for the future? Or, no, future you.
I mean, I see a lot of stress in my future, If this business works out, I'm going to be dealing with that a lot. Obviously, if we have, when we have this next child, there's a lot more responsibility with that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only thing I can think of is, hey, like stop, breathe, take it all in, and then enjoy it. Even the parts that suck, like, oh man, I'm stressed, or I have all this responsibility that I have to take on now. It's fine. Like, just enjoy it, I think.
Very nice.
Find joy in the stress.
In the stress, yeah. And the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
That's good advice. I could use some of that myself. Okay, what about advice to past you? I don't know if I asked you these questions last time.
Well, I was in New York in 2012. Had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin, and I didn't take it.
Damn it.
And it's stupid because at the time I thought I was being smart. So, I have this friend named Mike Sanchez. Shout out. And he's always been in like he's always like invested in things, and he's been good with the stocks. And I might have screwed him over because I remember he asked me, "Hey V, what do you think about like Bitcoin? Should we buy some?" And at the time, there was this whole thing in the news that Bitcoin like dropped in value by half. I guess they were trying to get it like into China, and China had rejected it, and the price dropped in like a week from like 800 to 400. So I'm telling him, Mike, good thing we didn't do that, because we would have been screwed. We would have lost half our money. Little did I know that was the dip. That's what we should have bought, and then we would have skyrocketed. So advice for Paz V, every week, throw like $25, $50, $100 at Bitcoin, and then
set.
Eventually you'll be good.
It's all right. We're doing pretty good.
Fear of missing out,
Yeah. Okay,
Missed.
ready? Ready for the next one?
Yeah, go for it.
What is your mental health status this year? Well, after this year.
Well, I think it's pretty good. Like I said, I don't get too stressed out.
Yeah.
But I'm a weird person. Like, I live in the struggle. Like, I tell myself I'm broke, I've got nothing, like, I barely got enough to, like, eat. Even though, like, our savings are kind of looking pretty good. And, like, we've been doing good, going on trips and stuff. We just bought a car.
Yeah.
So, like, financially, we're actually doing pretty well. But in my mind, no. Like, whatever's in my personal little, like, checking, like, BS, that's it. And every day I'm like, damn, like, oh, I can't buy this, I can't buy that because, you know, like, I don't got it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like, I think that stressed out like mentality kind of like keeps me like in the hustle, I guess. Yeah. Which I don't know. Maybe it's healthy, maybe it's not, but it's how I function. So I think it's fine. I could be wrong, but I'm great. You know.
Sounds good. But I'll allow the answer.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you it's not valid.
All right.
Okay. Next one. What makes you happy when you're sad?
You.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It used to be orange soda. I used to tell her if I'm ever upset with you, just go give me like a 2-liter of orange soda and we'll be fine.
And I do too good of a job at not making you upset. I'm just kidding.
No, like, I think that's one thing that I love about our relationship is that you're good about kind of like helping me keep the peace. A lot of times it's me. Like, a lot of times I'm the one that's out here stressing or causing issues just because of like how I am. I'm like neurotic at times. But yeah, sometimes I can get sad, but I don't know, like, it's gonna sound corny, but just knowing that like I married a good woman and like I have a good life because of, you know, basically choosing to be with you. So, you know, just thinking about what we have makes me happy. So
and be like, well,
I know. She didn't pay me to say any of this, I swear.
There's no knife behind my hand.
Hey, I actually got her a knife for Christmas this year.
I know, right?
Okay, so for anybody out there, she's packing, so.
Shh.
I know.
Okay, this next one is to name a special event that happened this year. I think you kind of went on a couple of them, but I mean, I don't know. You feel free.
I mean, definitely found out my wife was pregnant.
Yeah, that was a big event.
Very, very big event. Technically, as long as you follow like politics and you know what Citizens United is, we're having 2 this year. Our child, and then they started an LLC. So, you know, it's a business. So I guess that's like another event. I mean, other than like us going on trips, I mean, am I forgetting anything?
No, you're right. The business was a big one. I mean, it you know, you guys don't make a big deal out of it, but like it went from idea form to like signatures on papers and, you know, everything in a matter of months. And I was like,
I also failed a business this year, earlier in the year. I tried hard. I set up a website. We went to all these different places and we did walkthrough. It was a virtual like 3D mapping like business. We were trying to do it for like Airbnbs and apartments and things like that. And it just, you know, it never took off. It was just luxury. So I guess I didn't realize that beforehand. Yeah, that's and we kind of went all in on that one a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, pick yourself up.
Okay. Any vacations this year? Or if not, where would you go next year? But
we went on quite a few trips. I mean, the summer was a big one.
Yes, summer was.
I took a trip recently with Sean. We went up north. What's
the name of the city?
Aptos.
Oh, okay.
The only reason why I remember is somebody told me that the abbreviation for apartments in Spanish is Aptos. Because apartamentos. So that's the only reason. Ask me again
Got it.
later. I'll forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went up north. We went to San Francisco. And that was really cool. Like, actually, I really enjoyed that trip. And I kind of needed it because at the time, I'd been stressing with work. And it was a nice little, like, reprieve. And then, actually, we just got back yesterday from another trip.
Mm-hmm.
We went up to Fresno to visit her sister. And we stayed at Airbnb out there. I love little trips.
Very nice, by the way.
Yeah, it was very nice.
We also did one at the very, very beginning of this year. Lake Gregory, if I'm not wrong.
Was that this year?
Yeah, that was early this year. It was like
You're right.
Either like February
because I remember
or March.
discussing the tattoo then.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really nice. My wife got me a telescope for Christmas, and I wanted to take it out, and yeah, it was cool.
Where is that, by the way?
It's in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just been really cold. And I keep wanting to take it out, but apparently, like, I tried taking it out during a full moon, and I was blinding myself because I guess it's a lot of the light that gets reflected. So I need to find like twilight hours, when there's like a crescent moon or something. So I gotta find it out. But no, I love that gift. But yeah, we went to Lake Gregory. We stayed in the cabin. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shoot.
Oh, we also went to Mexico.
Well, I'm telling you,
How
we
did
did
we
so
forget?
much this year. Yeah, that was Mexico. I mean, that was this year. Yeah, we went with. It was actually like her family's vacation that I was blessed enough to like be able to tag along. We went with her parents to Rosarito.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Went to another Airbnb.
Yeah,
that's like
was dope.
That's like our favorite thing to do. Just rent an Airbnb and then like all share the space.
Well, that was cool because it was like 3 houses in the same like little spot.
Yeah.
So we had a place, your sister had a place, your parents had a place, and it was right in front of the beach. And
the kids loved the beach.
Yeah, we ate tacos until we almost died. Montezuma's Revenge came in strong. You know, you have to enjoy everything, you know? So,
it's a full experience.
The whole experience.
Sister got pulled over.
Yeah.
Got a ticket out there.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, it was... Got some goodies, some sweets and...
Yeah, but there's always like a fallen warrior of like a trip. Because I remember last year, our fallen warrior was the Peru trip.
Oh,
that one
yeah,
kind of
that's
fell
true.
to the wayside.
What was it this year?
El Salvador.
Oh, yeah, we did want to go.
Yeah, my dad, I'm Salvadoran. My dad built a house out there, and he's been begging me to go. He's a little older, and his mom's still alive, so he really kind of wants me to go see her. Yeah. And there's a lot of reasons to go. And then around February, he had been telling me, hey, you know, I really want to go with you to El Salvador in December. We'll go for Christmas. And we were kind of like, yeah, let's go. Like, this will be the year. And then, you know, Nancy's pregnant. So, I don't know. I just didn't want to risk it, you know. And there's a lot of complications. So
with traveling right now, especially.
Yeah, so that's my fallen warrior, you know.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Very true. I forgot all about that.
It was very sad. I was pretty... I still want to do it.
No, though, I agree. I definitely do too.
But this upcoming year is going to be probably a wash, you know, because, you know, like I said, with the business starting up and then with the new kid, we can't really, you know.
We gotta
prioritize.
Hold it down for a little bit longer.
I will say though that I am a little ashamed, but not too ashamed to say that, like, when Willie was like 6 months old, we like dishing with your mom and went on a cruise. Yeah,
it was like a whole week, huh?
Yeah, it was
7 days.
7-day cruise. Yeah,
I can't believe that now.
Yeah,
looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh.
We needed it. Say what you want. I know that you were homesick.
I know.
You know, obviously with Willie, but he was in good hands.
I always say it would have been perfect for me had it been like 4 days.
No, I like because it was more than that because we stayed in Seattle for like 2 days.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so
that was a nice trip in Seattle too for a while.
It was. We had a good spot. We had good food. You know, got to see the needle.
But still, for me, 4 days would have been perfect on a boat. Would have, you know, loved a couple of stops, a couple of visits, but a whole week, it just felt like too much. And then, especially like you said, having Will here, he was like 6-7 months.
Yeah,
I was just like,
I mean, this is years ago.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to get on a cruise.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
Every
get
like
stuck
other
out there.
day, I see a headline with like cruise gone bad.
I still want to go. The cruise is cool. Like, I liked it.
I don't know. I just
You know what I like
yes,
about it? It's
yes,
just the
but-
ability to like stop at a bunch of different places.
yeah, that's
Awesome.
that is. It's nice.
Yeah.
Just not that many days.
I know.
I will not do 7 days again. I will do a 4-day.
All right, we'll do 14. So,
14.
it's not 7.
Or unless we take Will with us.
Oh, okay.
And then
we'll do
we've
like a
got,
3-day tour.
you know.
I'm just kidding.
See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Well,
I
that
don't
was
know.
all the questions I have actually.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm very, I'm very interested to see how things have changed for us, and
The upcoming year.
hmm
What do you think? What are your expectations for this upcoming year?
That's a good question. I mean,
Maybe a couple predictions. I mean, we're going to be here again in the year, so.
I already told you my one prediction is we are gonna have a
Yep.
very nice, healthy, safe baby.
Yep. All 12 fingers and 3 toes. Yep.
And I don't know. I would like to do more traveling.
Yeah.
I know that Will is starting to become very fond of.
Yeah, he
going
likes.
on
Oh, he's starting
trips.
school this
He's
year.
starting to make his own plans when
Yeah.
it comes to trips. Hey, Mom, we should take a vacation where we see Christmas lights. And I was like, okay, like, all right,
I'm gonna
we'll
put
see.
it out there. Let's see if the universe lets it happen. But like, you've always wanted to see like the aurora borealis.
Oh man, I would love that.
We'll figure out where that happens,
Just a newborn in tow and Willie in the back.
or we'll just ditch him again. Screw it.
I see.
Yellow, right? My predictions, man. I have really bad predictions.
I know,
think the housing market. I'm hoping it crashes, just so that it's easier for people to buy houses. I'm afraid the dollar's going to collapse. We got to pay for that money they printed out somehow.
Yeah.
But that's part of the reason why I'm trying to do this whole business thing. Is just I'm trying to like put myself in a position where I'm not screwed.
Yeah.
The money in your bank is now worth half of what it was, and I don't know. I'm just trying to survive out here. So if anyone has any hints or tips, send it our way. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, doom and gloom for 2022.
Oh.
That's my prediction.
I don't want any more doom and gloom.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
just
going into
love
the
it.
third year of the pandemic now.
I know, right?
And that's horrible in itself.
Next year, California is split from the mainland, so we have beachfront property.
Don't you
now.
put that curse
No,
on.
I'm just saying. We'll see what happens next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm a little cynical, so it's hard for me to say otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
All right,
thank you
that's it.
for listening in if you did, and we'll see you again next year.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Bye.